Hello, my name is Jordan Hood, and I will be outlining my production plan for the Pineapple Tour. So let me share my screen really quickly. So first and foremost, I need to hire 3 department heads, one for lighting, one for audio, and one for logistics. So I have all 3 of their job descriptions here. However, I will just go over the lighting one as my example because the main differences between the 3 of them are the type of console that they'll need to have experience operating. So for all the job descriptions, I have their position type, the pay, the reporting manager being me, and then a description of the event since it's the first time we will be holding it. I have the start date and end date included, as well as a list of responsibilities, mainly just supervising the load in event day and load out, managing a team of 3 people, having experience on their specific console, being able to follow all safety plans and making sure your crew follows the safety plans. And then for qualifications, I made all education requirements preferred and not mandatory. However, 2 to 3 years of touring experience and experience leading a crew of three or more people, plus experience with the console is mandatory. So moving on, I will go over my safety plans. So this is my safety plan for ladder safety. I have it formatted the same way we learned in class with the chart, starting with elimination, 2 administrative controls since we're omitting the engineering controls, and then examples of personal protective equipment or PPE. So I won't go through all of these just for the sake of time, but I will show you all of the flyers. This is my safety plan for heat illness, same format as before. And then lastly, I have my safety plan for electrical safety. So again, all of these flyers will be posted up on show site so that all crew members can see and refer to the procedures. So moving on to my production schedule and my budget, I have it formatted in 2 different ways, depending on how you prefer to look at it. But it goes by date, time by hour, their location, the tasks that they're performing, and any notes regarding pay rates. So they start in Toms River, travel to their first city. For every travel time, all crew gets paid for 8 hours, regardless of how long it takes to get there. And then hopefully they get some sleep because right when they show up, department heads will start right away since they're in an hour early. And then the rest of the crew can take that hour to get ready, take showers, and prepare for their 12-hour shift. And then they will all start at 8 a.m. And then the last 4 hours for the crew members will be overtime pay rate. And the last 5 hours will be overtime pay rate for the department heads. So then they're done for the day. They show up the next day and they do 4 hours of pre-show work because it's event day. They work 4 hours for the event and then 2 hours of post-show work at an overtime pay rate. Then they go home, sleep it off, go back to the bus or the hotel or wherever they're sleeping. And then they come back the next morning and do the 6-hour loadout and then travel to the next location. So hopefully, again, they sleep on the bus because once they get there, they begin the loadout, same format as before with overtime pay rates and when the department heads and crew members are all set to report. And then the following day is event day, same format as before. And then they sleep it off, come back, do loadout, and travel to the next location. So this on the 6th in Rockville is the one that's a little bit of an outlier. So they perform a 6 or 7 hour shift, depending on your position. And then there's a 4-hour break. And then they return to work for another 6 hours with the overtime pay rates included. I didn't have it listed here, but they will also be receiving the $100 split shift rate. And then again, event day is the same format, load out, travel to the last city. Load in is again the same format as the first 2 performances, event day, and then load out and return the truck and bus to Toms River by 2:30 on March 11th. So moving on to the labor budget, I have it formatted by day and by position. So this very first day is when they're traveling to their first city. And then any column that has 13 or 12 in it is for load in. The 10-hour shifts are all event day, and the 14-hour shifts are all loadouts, including the 8-hour travel time. The one outlier here, again, is that $100 split shift fee that is included on day 8. This all totals out to about $4,000 to $5,000 per crew member, depending on your position, and a total of $56,533.08 as our labor budget. So I wanted to thank you very much, and I hope you consider my presentation.